So I'm going to be comparing messaging on the Lumia 800 versus on the N8. So my N8 is running Nokia Bell. It would be released next month, February. But for now, I'm going to compare what messaging experience you get from both devices compared to one another. So we're going to open messaging. So as you can see, first thing you're greeted with is the thread view of your messages. So at the bottom you have your back button for the N8, you have your create a new message, you can actually search, and you have your menu. On the Lumia 800 you just have your create a new message and the status. Status is for your online chat service like Facebook, Twitter. You can click on it. Right now I'm in offline mode, so I won't be able to chat on Facebook. You can change your status with that button, with whatever status you are looking for. So from the thread view there are two slides. The second one is online. This is where you actually chat from Twitter, Facebook. Your chat dialogues appear here. So right now I'm in offline mode, so there are no active chat sessions here. So back to the threads. I'm going to go with the Lumia 800 first because it's pretty limited. You click on the pop-up menu, you go to settings, you just have 3 configurable settings you can change for your messaging. You can choose to turn off your Facebook chat right here. You can toggle that on or off. You can choose SMS delivery confirmation. You can toggle that on or off. And you have group text. Group text for sending messages to multiple people. You can turn that on or off. And that is pretty much it for messaging settings on a Lumia 800. However, on your N8 there's a whole array of settings, customizable, different settings you can configure on messaging for Lumia 800. First off, you tap on the menu. You can actually choose what font size you want your message to be in. You have large, normal, small. You can choose to create a message. You can choose if you want an audio message or a text message. Then you have your view folders right here, where you can view between your inbox, your sent messages, your drafts, your outbox, your delivery reports. And this is where you can filter messages from different contacts and group them into folders. So let's click on inbox. You can swipe. When you swipe over, it takes you to your sent messaging. Swipe takes you to your drafts. Swipe over your outbox, your delivery message. So just by swiping left or right, you can see the different folders available for messaging on the N8. So for the search, click on the search. You can type in a contact you're trying to find a message within your threads. You can just type in the contact you know you got that message from, and it filters in the contacts you're looking for, and you can pick whichever one. So that is a nice feature for the search in your messaging. It's not available in the Lumia 800. I would like to see that feature also become available for the Lumia device. If you go to settings, you have different configurable settings. From text message settings, you can configure if you want to receive reports or not. If you go to multimedia message, you can choose the image size, large, you can make it small. So there's a whole bunch of settings regarding MMS for your phone. So there's a whole bunch of configurable, customizable things you can do on the N8 in regard. So when you look at the Lumia 800, it's pretty slimmed down to just the basic send a message, receive a message type thing. So let's compare sending a message and what kind of experiences you would get. So when you click on a new message on the Lumia 800, from the get-go you have your address box, your message box, and your keyboard. On the N8 you just have a blank screen where you can type in your contact and your message. So on the Lumia 800, say you type in the contact, it automatically searches your phone book and brings out suggested contacts you're looking for. Once you find the one you're looking for, just tap on it and it appears right there. However, on the N8, you tap a contact, you're not presented with any suggested contacts for you. You have to click on the 2 button right here. That's when it actually filters out the contact you're looking for, and you pick whichever one, select it, it puts it there in your address box. Also, you have the option to go directly to your phone book by just clicking on the 2 button right there. It goes to, then you can choose whichever contact you're looking for. If you're looking for more than one, you can just select more than one contact right there. You can multi-select different contacts that you're looking to send this message to. When you're done, if it has more than one number, it has you choose which number exactly you're looking to send the message to. Then the contact just appear in your address box. However, on the Lumia 800, you, instead of clicking on the 2 box like it is on the N8, here you click on this plus sign right here. It takes you to your phone book. There is no multi-select. You have to actually do it one by one. So as you can see, click on the plus sign again, select your contact, go again, select your contact. So there is no multi-selection of contacts for sending message. However, you can create groups. So if you want to send a message to a particular group, you can just create groups, put that group in here, and you're good. But it's not as dynamic as it is on the N8, because the N8 you can choose whichever contact you're trying to send a particular message to based on different scenarios, so you can rely on a fixed group all the time. So that is one feature I would love to see on the Lumia 800. Now when it comes to actually typing your message, you can, however, a neat feature is the suggestions it gives you while you type. So as you can see, while you type, it gives you selections here. You can see a whole lot of them, and you can choose whichever one you're looking for. You can also, it also corrects typos. For instance, you're trying to type group. Once you hit the space bar, it automatically corrects it for you. So that's a nice feature. Also, the keyboard is really nice. If you have a word you misspelled, it's kind of like Microsoft Word, where it gives you a wavy red line underneath it. You just tap on it, then you have words you can actually use right here. If you want to add that word to your dictionary, you can click on it. You would see it would be the first suggestion. You can click on it to add it to your dictionary. So that's a nice feature on the Lumia 800. On your N8, you type on the word, it does auto completion for you. So as you can see, it already put the group. So once I click on the space bar, it just completes the word. If you misspell a word, for instance, say group. So I misspelled group, but what I actually spelled is on top, and what the actual correct spelling is at the bottom. If you actually want to use the word you actually spelled, you can just click on it from on top there, and it uses it instead. So that is, wordings with messaging, the different functionalities of it. Another neat feature, if you can look, the 2 keyboards are quite different. On the N8, you have your left and right arrow keys for moving the cursor left or right. However, on the Lumia 800, you actually have to hold down on your message box and move the cursor to wherever you want. I don't know if you can see this. Do this in landscape mode. So You type a lot of message. So I just typed a whole bunch of gibberish. So what you can do to move the cursor, as you can see, there is no left or right arrow keys like on the N8. However, what you do is hold down inside the box and the cursor appears, and you can move the cursor wherever you want to position it and put it wherever to correct the word or whatever. Just put it right there. Then you can edit your words. So that's the difference between the keyboards on. I actually prefer the keyboard on the Lumia 800. It's a bigger screen, so it's more easy to use compared to the N8, which has a 3.5-inch screen. Another neat feature the Lumia 800 has that you won't see on the N8 is voice to text. So as you can see below here, there are 3 buttons. You have your send, attach a file, or your speak. When you click on the speak,
say your message.
Testing messaging on the Lumia 800. So it didn't quite get my words, but you get the message. You can just do a voice to text and it pretty much texts what you say. So the N8 doesn't have this feature. It's pretty much a good feature if you're driving and you can't type. You can just say your message and send it. Now let's look at sending attachments. As you can see, the different toolbars. On the Lumia 800 you have 3 buttons: send, attach, and speak. On the 800 you have a back button, send, attachment, and your menu. Clicking on the attach button, you can see all the different stuff you can attach to your message. You can attach a saved image, a saved video, a saved sound, or you can take a new picture, new video, new sound. You can attach a note, attach a template, a slide. You can actually attach a business card of one of your contacts from your phone book, or you can pretty much attach any other kind of file into your text message. However, on the Lumia 800, you click on the attach. All you can attach is just pictures. You can see pictures from your saved camera pictures, or it actually shows you pictures from your Facebook account. So these are albums from my Facebook. You can actually pick pictures from your Facebook account and attach it and send it over. Or you can just click on this camera icon right here to take a new picture and send that to. So as far as sending a attachment is concerned, you're just limited to pictures on the Lumia 800. So what else? Another nice feature that the N8 has that the Lumia 800 doesn't have is save the drafts. You can go back and save a picture to your drafts. However, on your Lumia device, once you go back, it doesn't save that message. There's no drafts. Once you go out of your messaging, that message you typed is gone. So if you want to type a message, if you're not ready to send it, it's advisable to wait until you're ready, because there is no save the draft feature on a Lumia 800. So when you type a message, you just click on the send button right here and it sends that message. But however, on the N8, say you type in a message. Once you're done typing a message, you first have to click on this green tick mark right here. After you're done clicking on that, then you have to click on send message. So there's a bit of a redundancy there. They don't need to put a green check right there. Then after you're done, click on send. That's like it's unnecessary. So what else? So that is it for messaging on the N8 compared to a Lumia 800. In summary, I would say the N8's messaging, Symbian messaging, is like a Swiss Army knife. It has all the tools you need to get the job done. Whereas on your Lumia 800, it's like a master key, just one key that opens every single door, and it does the basic stuff of, just getting you in, type your message, send a picture, that's it. But the N8, Swiss Army knife, has all these tools, customizable, configurable things you can do on it. So, in contrast, they both get the job done. So whichever one, you're used to. But that is a look at Lumia 800 N8 messaging.